get any easier, get better as it goes along?
Yeah, well, we've been lucky and we've been fortunate and blessed around here to be able to do this, for a fourth time in a row now. And it's definitely just a testament to our program, the players and the coaches and staff and everybody involved. So that's definitely great. But it definitely doesn't get, parts of it don't get easier and parts of it does. It's when you're in this position, the expectation of people on the outside, they expect you to win and know what to do. But I mean, it's very hard to sustain success and consistency. I mean, that's a very hard thing to do. So, like I said, we've been lucky to do that. It's just a testament to everyone involved. So that part of it doesn't get easier. But as far as knowing the routine, getting a schedule, things like that, and kind of working on your body, eating the right things, and just kind of knowing how to prepare going into the game. That gets easier because you kind of know what to expect. You kind of know what worked for you last year or years before, what didn't work for you, what can you add, what can you change, what can you make different, things like that. So, I mean, to answer your question, it's about 50-50, like parts of it get easier, parts of it get.
What's the biggest thing you learned?
Didn't know everything. You
over the course of doing it, you didn't know everything the first time going in.
Well, the first time, I didn't. It's really hard. These teams in the Final Four are all really good. There's a reason they're in the Final Four, and it's a tough challenge. It doesn't matter what conference they come from. It doesn't matter how easy we made it look. It's hard to prepare for these teams because they're all really good, really talented, and they're all more than capable of beating you. So really, you just gotta. And I would say the hardest part is just staying, focused. Just because you got so much free time, so much more than you used to, and so much, time in between games than you're used to. So you kind of really almost got to get a camp mindset, kind of, just preparing like how you would going into camp, almost getting ready for your first game of the season, kind of, because you just have so much time off, and just remaining consistent, just taking what you've done this far in the season and bringing that to the, staying sharp, bringing that into the playoff game.
We talked about some during the season, all the players that you guys have been able to play. Feel like this is the best shape this team has been in all four of your playoff runs?
I feel like this is definitely the deepest we've been. We got a lot of guys at every position, 3, 4, 5 guys who could get their job done. I would say, we're a pretty healthy team too, just because of the depth, and we've been able to throw a lot of guys. So I feel like this is the healthiest we've been. So that's definitely good going into it, So and this is the most experienced we've been. This is all anyone on the team knows. Like the first couple times we've been there, teams never went to the playoffs, or like my freshman sophomore year, there were guys on the teams who didn't go to the playoffs and things like that. So I mean, the seniors on down, this is all we know is the playoffs and getting ready for this kind of game. So that's definitely good, just having that experience.
When you look at tape, Notre Dame, how do they kind of size up against teams that you've seen this year? Faster, stronger, bigger, or I mean?
I would say, everyone, certain aspects of them, other teams might be better at, or they might be better than other teams at certain aspects, but I feel like collectively as a team, it's the best team we face. We will face going into it. They're just really talented everywhere. They got a really strong offensive line, good running backs. They got about 3 running backs who can all get it done. 2 really good quarterbacks, big receivers on the outside, good tight ends. So I mean, I feel like they're really talented and they're more than capable of beating us. We just got to make sure we prepare the right way, keep the focused mindset. We just got to lead, because we win the game now ultimately. We can't just show up on the 29th and think we're going to win the game. We got to win now by our preparation and things like that. But I think they're a very talented team. They don't beat themselves. They put themselves in good positions, and they're well coached. It's clear when you watch it on film. Guys play with good technique and always in the right spots, and just do a really good job.
You mentioned the quarterback book. He's been very improvisational, I would say, all season long. Does a lot of things on his feet and on the move. What have you guys seen with filming him? How do you plan on containing him as far as getting outside the pocket?
Well, yeah, you said it. I mean, he's really just a baller. That's kind of what you would describe his style of play as, or like the player he is. He's just a baller, a gamer. He makes a lot of plays with his feet. Can make a lot of throws. Does a really good job. He's a really talented player, and he's a big part of anyone as to why they're undefeated to this point, why they're in the playoffs. He's a really good player, and I got a lot of respect for him. Just watching him on film, the things he does, making throws, and extending plays, and drives with his feet, things like that. We definitely got our work cut out for us because he's that good. We're just definitely gonna have to make sure we're in the right position and just all do our job. It can be tough at times going up against a quarterback like this because that's when people tend to try to be a hero or do too much and things like that, or get outside of their rush lanes or things like that. But if we just do what we have to do and play within the game plan, I think we'll be fine. But you never know because again he's a gamer and he's a baller, so anything can happen.
Teams have had success using tempo on you. It's not necessarily part of their DNA, but how much of that are you preparing for in case they see that on the film and they try to implement some of that?
Well, with all this time off, anybody can hit us with anything. You have a lot more time to prepare. Look at us, see things that we did well against, and things we didn't do so well against. But we're gonna have to prepare for every and anything that can throw at us. Like I said, they had a lot of time, so that's kind of like where you just do a little self-evaluation, see where we didn't do well in certain areas of what we did do well in, and try to improve on things we won't do so well on, and remain consistent with the things we did do well with.
Could you take us through the last couple of weeks? Because you have not just